Hello and welcome back to the Moon Kitties of Verant. We are here in Poultry Cavern, kind of where we left off last time. I have not done anything since then. It's actually another day. This is another day from when I did this. I couldn't go any longer, and so last episode, I don't know how long that's going to be. It was about 2, maybe 3 hours of recorded footage, starting the tutorial and making our way to this point right here. And yeah, so today we're going to continue leveling here in Luckland on Verant. There's a trap right there. Okay, that's a little weird, but unexpected. All right, so we're playing a warrior. We're boxing a rogue, a bard, and a shaman, all of which are level 15 at the moment. We're currently doing this at what time is that? All my clocks are wrong. It's late. let's go with that. It's pretty late, and what we're doing is we're gonna try and level as much as we can in this episode. Currently, the servers are currently on a 200% experience bonus, so that is why we're gaining experience at a, I'm going to call it a decent rate, 13%. Nice. Very nice. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to keep leveling here. I'm thinking about heading to Hollowshade more after this, see how that experience, the experience there is. My next zone on my list is Twilight Sea, but I can't remember how to get there. So it's one of those, oh, how do you get there? This is quite a confusing expansion, traveling wise. So it's way over here, so that's gonna be kind of out of the cards. I think I might go this way, and we want to get to Greg's End is really where we want to end up, and I think we should be able to get to 60 there. And then once we hit 60, we get the mask. That is the whole goal of this whole entire thing, is to get the Verant mask. I'll probably do a little expanded all the way to 65, just so that we're level capped at 65, and then I'm going to do it again. I realize I want to get my monk, the primal weapons and the illusion. I'm gonna be probably playing the monk as a primary character, so that is gonna be kind of where it go after that. But since this was a kind of a Bashir only kind of playthrough, we're just gonna go with these. I'll use the shaman probably to power level the next group, but in the next group I'll have a druid with the monk at least. I don't know what other accounts I kind of want the primal weapons on. They look so cool that I might do it on all my accounts. But a druid will be in the next group for sure, because druids make all of this leveling trivial, especially this lower level stuff, right? Is all this junk. Alright, leave all. After work today, I was dicking around on Mischief. I was trying to get a, because I'm working on a, I wanted to do a video like best in slot over time for some things, and I wanted to pick up some Scepters of Destruction for a build that I wanted to try, and I actually got 2 of them for 100k each on Mischief. A Chrono sells for about 450 on there, so it wasn't, in my opinion, too expensive. But I was able to pick up 2 Scepters of Destruction, a Shroud of Longevity, and a Mask of Tinkering, and a Salandite Dagger, all for pretty cheap. And then I bought some stuff for the monk I made. I have to level it to level 20 so that I can get it off of the server and move it to Verant with all my other characters. Yeah, let's just leave that junk. Alright. We're just going to keep making our way around here. These are about 15% each, so we're going to level up here pretty quickly. I don't think we can stay here past 20. I don't think 20 is... I don't think like getting past 20 is the thing here. I can't remember though, so we'll see. These are already blue, and I don't think there's anything higher level except for some... Where are we at here? Where are they at? We're right here, so we need to go like all the way back here, I think. I think that's where it is. And we're looking for like some bugs. They might be slightly higher level than this, but I can't imagine they're much higher level. There we go. Got level 16, which is nice. Make some adjustments here. The sound is a little low. And the mouse is not as cooperative as I like. There we go. That should be good. We're just gonna keep shooting our bow. Can we make this no drop? There we go. Perfect. There we go. We can always lower sound later on in post-processing. But so, yeah, we hit 16. This should go pretty fast. This would go a lot faster if we were going in different zones, but you know, we're gonna limit to these Luckland zones, which is not that bad, right? But we should be able to get to 65, no problem at all. Hopefully we can do it before the end of this bonus thing. I can only dedicate about an hour or two a night to this, so that is my only limitation right now. Alright, we gotta do some more healing. The only really spells I bought for the shaman were heals. I didn't think I would need anything else, since this doesn't really get a whole lot of stuff this early on. There we go, 8%. Those stuns are terrible. Can I get you guys a little bit closer? It'll be much better when I get... yeah, they're not close enough. There we go. Once I get the group shrink. I don't know if I'll get that at before 65 or not, but that is my favorite spell. Group shrink plus the 2-minute bard song speed thing that they get is just a phenomenal thing. Alright, we don't want that. We don't want any of that junk. Alright. Can we pull that guy from over there? Alright, we got 2. That's not bad. And I do have the shaman meleeing, and I don't know if I covered this before in any of my other multi-boxing videos, but you want your casters meleeing. Bane Strike is a thing that is really good. I don't have it yet here on this character, but Bane Strike does extra damage every time you take a swing or cast a spell on a enemy. So you want that free damage, and you want the procs. Higher level weapons have a lot of procs on them, which are not going to affect like a caster, right? This, if I wasn't level 16 or whatever we are right now, I would probably have some proccing weapons that would 100% guarantee that the bard would never get hit. But here we are. So later on, you're not going to lose aggro to a bard playing Chant of Battle and Speed Song. And that is one of those things where, you know, later on, you're going to want to have everybody meleeing, doing it, just going hard as they can, right? And there's just so much extra damage you get. Instead of just having them sitting there doing nothing, it's worth it to have them at least meleeing no matter what. I mean, if they're, it's not the melee damage they're doing that's worth it, but it's the procs and the extra added benefit that they get from that. Like, I know my Necro, I think he has a proc mana regen kind of thing on his attacks and swings, which he doesn't get to use very often because he's, you know, solo. But in a group setting, right, if the shaman can get mana back every time they swing and they can cannibalize, right, you're getting a lot of extra damage there from that. All right, we're gonna roll on those. And we're gonna leave all this other junk. If it doesn't stack, I don't even bother looting stuff that doesn't stack really anymore. Unless it's like a trade skill item. Mostly because it's just so much work to keep track of. Especially on these are kind of like throwaway characters. I only care about having enough platinum to buy their spells. I really don't care about anything else. And yeah, and I'm really liking the warrior class. You know, I played Yurt on Yellowknack for so long now that I'm really enjoying that, and I think my next playthrough is going to be after I get the Sons of Thule back into a good spot. I'm going to probably be doing a warrior enchanter plus some other class. I don't know what yet. Oh, nice. We hit 17. Perfect. Let's keep going. That one was a even con. So these are getting a little bit higher level. These are level 17, so these are even higher. So that is perfect. That means we should be able to get a little bit higher up in the levels. We're not going to loot that. Just leave all that junk. I don't want to deal with it. Alright, let's see if I can get the shaman to heal. It looks like everybody's level synced right now, so that is even better. Oh, the bard got kick. There we go. Now I can auto skill kick on the bard, and he will kick. Or I think I made them all female. Actually, I have no idea. They're on their screens, they look like stick figures, honestly. The way the old models are for Vashir, I guess they didn't make them. I don't know. And it's just, they made them really small, and they look completely different than what you see here on this screen. It's actually comical, to say the least. Wow, that one was worth 19%. Ooh, I can't hold that. What'd the rogue do? What's a rogue pulling aggro? I don't know. That's crazy. That's worth 11, not bad. So what are we at here? Right that way? Let's get her attacking too. But yeah, at 20 I'll get provoke, and then I'll be able to kind of hold aggro a little better without having any kind of taunting weapons. I remember on Yellowknack it was a very, very long time before I got anything that procced and I could actually hold aggro. It was actually pretty bad there for a while, but once you get a proccing weapon, things just really get better. Alright, this one's even con, so he's gonna be worth a lot. And I just love how the warriors, they tank better, right? And there's less things to do, at this point anyway. So when you're multi-boxing and having to think about, oh, I gotta spam, you know, life taps over and over and over for my Shadow Knight to actually stay alive, because he's gonna get one shot. Like, whereas the warrior, I can just turn on auto attack, hit a few buttons, do some taunting, and I'm done. Like, it's great at these levels. Come on, give me aggro. Alright, what is all this junk? More fungal spores, we don't want those ever. Yeah. The bard is just the aggro magnet, and I'm gonna have auto grant on for this series. I might not do auto grant on any other series that I do, but this one I have auto grant on mostly because it is. I want to get this done quick. I don't want to spend my time doing AAs on any of these characters because they're only here to get to that, to that goal we set. And other than that, I don't really have too much investment in them. Like, they're fun. Like, I like them. But my thoughts are elsewhere. I've been trying to practice a little bit here and there, getting the Sons of Thule set up in this boxing, but I kind of slowed down a little bit getting that set up. True boxing them is proving to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, mostly because I didn't like I IS boxered them all the way up to a 85, and there's a lot of nuance and macros that I don't have that I would have made versus what I was doing. So there's a lot of almost relearning, if you will, to that, but I just haven't been able to dedicate enough time to it. It's only about an hour at a time right now that I can spend on the computer. There we go. There we go. What was that? 18? Nice. More stackable stuff. We'll take it. Might sell. Alright. We're gonna go. This is a safe tunnel. South Lake Camp. We want to go this way. I think that's what we want. I think that's the direction we want to go. We're eventually gonna, I think probably just fighting towards this zone out is gonna be the best way to go. And we'll see from there, right? I believe this server has Throne of Heroes, right? Yeah, it's ready. So with Throne of Heroes, we can teleport right back to Plane of Knowledge. And so we can start over and we can go different path in here. So that'll take us to the Nexus. So we'll see. We'll have to, I think we can make do with wherever we're at right now. So that'll take us to Hellshade more. Let's take a look at this one. I don't even know if I've ever been in this zone for more than a few minutes. So we'll go definitely check out this zone, see what level it is. And see here, if we do map zone guide, right? And then we do Shadows of Lucklin. We do my level. So it looks like you can get to 45-ish in Hellshade, so that's not bad. Bad at all. And Mara Saru is another zone that I had on my list. For 25 to 30. I don't know how many zones I want to go to during this, but we're definitely going to try out a few zones. And if we find something nice like this zone, right, we're going to stay here until it's not good. I don't want to, like, get to a zone, kill 2 mobs, and then leave, right? That's just not, that's not fun for me. It's a lot of moving around and, you know, navigating, and a lot of wasted time. So if we can go there and stay there till, you know, 30s, that might be really good, because then we could go straight to the next zone, right? What is all this junk? I think this is all like newbie Beast Lord armor, right? Yeah, this is like newbie Vashir armor that you would be able to get if you were didn't have access to the tutorial. There we go. Let's get them all engaged. So if we set this to 20, right? How does that work now? Filter inactive. There we go. If we sort by min level, right? Then we can ignore all those zones because they're administrative, right? So we can go to the Netherbean layer. That might get us a little bit up there. Let's see here. We can actually zone into Vex, I believe now, but there's nothing to do there. Nothing at all. I was thinking about doing a little experience there, a little experience there, and a little experience there. Those are all zones of note, right? But I don't know. Dwarf miners. All right, we're gonna go to this tunnel over here. There we go. What is this? Oh, now we got some simple define. Wow, a lot of simple define. All right, we're gonna pass all this to me. Wow. Cloth can go to the shaman. Simple defiant chain can go to you. I don't even know. Random mob dropped all that. Yeah, and during this experience bonus thing, right? They have like all the loot just jacked up high. So it is like a smorgasbord of items that are dropping right now. So let's go ahead and upgrade. So the simple defiant plate, plate defiant is a pretty good upgrade, right? Let's go and upgrade that. The legs. I should probably give these to the bard, honestly, but screw that guy. I'm a firm believer in gearing up the tank first. And I guess they don't change color. So where is this tunnel? We're almost there. Where are you going, buddy? Come on. I will give the rogue the first dagger we get, for sure. Anything else I'll give to the warrior, but the rogue, wow. That is, I'm gonna have to build a macro for evade. Something I did not think about, but it doesn't really matter right now. These mobs don't hit hard enough to even think about it. I'll probably do that in between episodes. I'm trying to remember how you do it. It's like attack off, hide, attack on. I think kind of like how you do a feign death evade macro, where you attack off, feign death, stand, attack on. I think it's the same concept, but I'll have to look and see. Especially now with the warrior not being able to hold up much aggro. Here, let's look here. How much is a Blade of Carnage? 100k. Chrono. There's no chrono for sale. Let's see here. Alright, we hit 19. So chrono is only like 20 or 40k on here. So chrono's not a whole lot on this server at this point in time, which is actually surprising. I thought it would be a little bit higher, but I think we can do it. Go pretty well without actually having to buy anything on this server. There we go. Nice. All right, so where are we at? We are at 20%. And we're Where is that tunnel? Is it not here? Am I... There it is. I started to think I'm crazy, but there we go. Right. Things are looking good. That'd be nice to get a few more of these simple to find items, right? I mean, look at the stats on these things. Just incredible. These stats, like we don't have any buffs and we're like getting close to 255 everything, right? A few more items we will be. So definitely a nice little treat you can get on these servers. Alright, and especially with the drop rates, right? You saw that, it was like so many items dropped. It's crazy. Really, it's really gonna wreck the economy on a lot of these servers too, because you're gonna get so many items, not even gonna know what to do with it. Alright, what do we get? Leave all, I don't even care. Alright, we're in the shroom territory now. But you know, the perma stun is so much fun. I am gonna have to med sooner or later for the shaman. She's running low on mana. She doesn't get cannibalized for a few more levels, which will be great, right? Because then I can just cannibalize while I'm meleeing. The only downside is she does not have any kind of regen, so she won't be able to. Oh, we're starting to get greens. All right, so I think 20 might be the end of the show for this zone for sure. How close are we to the exit? We're pretty close. We'll keep fighting through here. I think we'll do this whole episode, finish up this zone, and then move on to the next one. Just run past all these things that don't attack. Everybody is following perfectly. Alright. Oh, look at that guy. He's a big shroom. Alright, these are turning green. So, you know, we're done here. They all hit that jump. There we go. Oh, the rogue is hitting for like 40s. And I think it's because she has an out of era dagger that we got from the tutorial. It's like a 7 damage dagger or something like that. And none of the other weapons that we've come across are even in that league of weapon. Kind of like this this right here. This is a 9 damage sword, right? And that is really strong for this era, and I think that's kind of like how we're carrying ourselves with that now. So keep an eye out for that when you're in the tutorial looking for those Gloomsteel weapons. They are clearly stronger than they appear to be. All right, I saw red, didn't I? I guess it was just unconned. Woo, look at this giant shroom. Get him, he is blue. These are usually worth a little bit more experience, so I am excited. Just go ahead and sit the shaman down. And that's one of the reasons I like true boxing everything, is I can sit the shaman down without having to deal with like synchronizing this hot bar to hit the other windows in the correct order and stuff like that. And that alone for me is worth a lot of my time, especially for the extra benefit of being able to do things simultaneously that you can't kind of do, right? Like I can, here, I'll do it on this one, right? So I'm attacking with them. All right, so I'm doing, I can just switch to the rogue. You see her moving around, right? I can reposition her perfectly while I'm doing all this other stuff. And it just works. Like, I don't have to worry about any of that other nonsense that, you know, you have to deal with when you're doing IS Boxer, and you have to make sure they're all on follow and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna go around here. Yeah, I think they're up this way. We're gonna go check up there, see what level they are real quick. But I'm pretty sure we're 20 is kind of tapping it out here. I have on my list to stay here till 25, but I don't know if I want to do that. Might be more adventurous to just go look around. There we go, level 20 on everybody. And kind of go around here. What is this guy? He's level 12, so we'll have to kill him since he attacked us. But we're going to make our way around and go up this tunnel and see if those guys are up there. I just want to see what level they are. If they're blue, they're not worth our time. But if they're not blue, that might be an upgrade for her, and might be something for you. Other than that, I think we're gonna want to get out of here. I think we aggroed a bunch of junk. Let's reposition. Hopefully they're all attacking me. It's hard to tell. But they're green now, so I'm not too concerned. Slowly doing more and more damage. Eventually we'll get them all. There we go. What is this junk? Junk. Alright. Shaman is low on mana, so we're gonna have to met up on her pretty quick. Surprised this one hasn't aggroed on them yet. Ooh. What did we come across here? Alright, we got a simple Defiant Dagger, which is a 519. We'll go ahead and send that to the rogue to look at, and a Ulak. Unfortunately, we didn't make one of those classes, so we'll just send that to the what you call it. So if I look over here, the Bard has a 724 and a 428. So that is better, a better offhand. Can she not offhand it? Oh no, it's not even a rogue dagger. It's a what a joke. It's not the rogue one. It's the shaman one. So we'll give that to the shaman. That's a joke. Absolute joke. Alright, let's sit the shaman down for a second. Go ahead and give that to her. That should be an upgrade for her. Wow, it's not an upgrade. It's the same amount of wisdom. It's crazy. It's better for a pure caster than it is the shaman. Anyway, so we'll keep that. Maybe we can I don't think it would sell on this server. I don't know, but you'd be surprised how things work on some of these servers, right? I know on Bristlebane I made a lot of money selling low-level Defiant stuff. Go. Alright, after this kill, I should be clear to take a med break in this tunnel right here. Yeah, it's just a shroom up there, so that's not gonna be a problem. And we'll go up here and we'll check out, see if we can find those bugs up there that I remember, but I don't know if they're still in that general area or not. Alright, let's go right over here. Doesn't want to kill us, does he? He's indifferent. Alright. So I'm going to med up real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, we're medded up and we got a new healing spell. We got the healing spell on the shaman. So there we go. Alright, so these are blue. Let's see what kind of experience we get from them. But not exactly probably going to be exciting. I also I made an evasive macro, which is attack off, hide, and then attack on. So we'll see how that works aggro wise. I don't think it's going to do much. That was worth 10%. We're gonna need those. We're never gonna want those. Let's keep going down deeper. This one's blue. Let's go ahead and just kill it. Right here. Like so. See how much this heals us for. Oh, it's not too bad. The shaman will get a pet soon, and that'll give her a little bit more damage. But it's never going to be a lot. All right, ooh, what do we get here? Simple Defiant Chain. What is the stats on this thing? Damage spills by 20%. It's got 5 wisdom on it. I'm gonna give that one to the shaman. And a leather cap, we'll give that to the shaman. And that's all trash. Alright, keep going. So I remember these being really good experience, so let's see how this fares for us. We're at 51%. I mean, they're dying pretty quick, right? I mean, taking 2 of them, so. Alright, her hide, she needs to work on her hide skill. Otherwise, it's not going to ever work, but generally, it seems to be doing what it needs to be doing. Alright, bile, that might sell for something. Now we just need to figure out how to get the bard to evade, and we're good. So that one was worth 11.9. 8, so they're not 100% on whatever value we get, so not terrible. Let's get 21 here and then we'll go up, call it. I don't know if I'll spend much time here. The new heal is nice though, so I'm enjoying that. Alright, so we'll just go back down there. Alright, we'll take the blades. Alright, 2 more kills maybe, and we'll level up. And this, oh, height is going up every time I hit that button, so that's beneficial. I just need to make sure she is not hidden when I'm moving, because she doesn't have that AA yet, so she'll run at the same speed. There we go. The shaman swinging. Alright, what do we got here? We got a mud carapace. I don't know, someone told me how to say it, and I've already forgotten how to say it. Bug shell. I'm gonna go with that. There we go. And this one should level us up. That was 11.9. This one should give us the right amount. Not too bad. I don't think we'll be able to do any daily quests, so we won't be able to get the belts and the cloaks and the shoulders, because they won't be in Luckland, I don't think. I might go check. Alright, level 21, everybody hit it. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna run out of here. We're gonna go check, go up towards the, what you call it, zone. Alright, do we gotta fight you? Yes, we do. Probably didn't if I didn't like stop to see if I had to fight you, but go. I like how the shaman's kind of a battle healer. A cleric I think would be pretty fun to have in a small group like this. I'm definitely going to have a cleric in my next group I build. Clerics get bash and stuff, and they're pretty fun to just melee with. Alright, we should be able to make it up here. Shouldn't have to fight any of this stuff. Oh, we got some more of these guys up here, which we're going to have to fight. Get you on that one. Perfect. But with dual wield, the warrior does a little bit more damage, probably than a Shadow Knight using a shield, or probably a two-hander. I'm definitely going to. I have a heroic warrior on Bristlebane. I'm gonna move over to Throne of Vi. I was just gonna delete him, but he's got like some of the. He's already got his epic and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna move him over. I'm trying to move all my characters to Throne of Vi, just so I have access to them all in the same place. I should have went the other way. And I want to see, like, damage-wise, versus Zerd from the Sons of Thule. Like a heroic. They're not, like, Zerd's not heroic or anything, but he's, you know, equivalent, I would say. So I'd like to see. He's also, I think he's still in the previous expansions. He has, Zerd hasn't even gotten, he's 85 and he hasn't even gotten House of Thule yet. So he's undergeared for his level, I'm pretty sure. Because he's just, I think we just got Paragon armor, which is slightly not as good as the heroic armor you get from that expansion. Yeah, alright, so that seems to be working. The bard, or not the bard, but the rogue is evading, so she's staying low on the list. These aren't even worth experience at this point. There we go. I don't know how the bard is pulling so much aggro playing the simplest songs. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Maybe it's just the Shadow Knight has so much more aggro at this point with spells and stuff. Alright, we should be able to make our way up through here. And we should be able to get to the Hollow Shade more zone line. There we go. All right. Everybody here? Everybody's here. All right, so I think that is a good place to call this episode, right? So we've gotten to level 21, and halfway, almost halfway into level 21. It's about as far as I want to stay in Paltro Caverns. So we're gonna check out Hollow Shade more next, see how that goes, and see if we can get up to like 25-ish in that zone. And then maybe if we can get a little higher, we'll stay. Just depends on what we find. I don't think I've ever been in the zone, so I have no idea. From there, we're gonna continue, going through all the zones. About I'm looking about level 50. We're gonna hit Greg's End and the Deep and either Shazra Temple. I'll go try out all those places, and that'll get us to 60 really quick. We might even be able to get pushed past 60 in one of those zones. I'm not 100% sure the level range on some of those, but we might be able to push past it pretty easily. And if we can get into the 60s up to 65, that'd be great. Otherwise, we're going to go into Plains of Power, and I have no idea what's unlocked. I don't know how that works on the server. I think the server's at TSS, so the Serpent Spine. I think at this point everything should be unlocked and I should just be able to go to Plane of Fire, but I don't know. So we'll see. We're gonna have auto grant on, so we don't have to worry about any of the lower level AAs, but we should be able to get 65, and that'll complete our mission of getting our first primal transmog item, and then we'll also get the visage when we hit 60, so that'll be great. But thank you guys very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.